wasn't impressive. They're going to lose next week and they're going to lose the week after and blah, blah, blah. And the NFC sucks. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from the talking.
She's fast. She's got style, yeah. She can make a man fall into now. There's nothing to see, nowhere to go. She's standing next to me, yeah, yeah. She's got a I mean, that's a fact. She's got a she's got a
What's up, everybody? Professional wrestler Chris Wild back with another video on Eagles news now from Bar 4133, the first Victory Monday video of the 2020 season. And man, it feels good. There's something different in the air here at Bar 4133. Last night was absolutely crazy. This place was rocking all night long. And man, what a great win as the Eagles beat the 49ers 25-20 on Sunday Night Football in San Francisco. Let's get right into this. Let's talk about a lot of positivity surrounding this team finally last night. It just seemed different. And let's start with Jordan Mailata. I don't know what it is about this guy, but I really want him to succeed really badly. Look, he gets thrown into the fire. Saturday we learned Jason Peters is on the injured reserve, short term for 3 weeks. So Jordan Mailata has to play left tackle. He's never started an NFL game. It was his first Sunday night. You look at Brian Baldinger's Baldy breakdowns, and he shows how impressive Jordan Mailata was. Now, I'm not ready to throw the gold jacket on the guy just yet, but he played a damn good game last night for his first ever game at left tackle. And look, this is an offensive line that just continues to lose guys. Lane Johnson was in and out yesterday with an ankle injury. Jason Kelce also had a little groin injury he was working through. But Jordan Mailata was solid. Now, he had a costly false start. But other than that, this guy was solid in there. Well done. And hopefully, and look, next week is going to be next week against the Steelers. And we'll see what happens there. He's going to face some better competition. But as far as his first game goes against the 49ers, well done. Absolutely well done. He gets an A from me. And look, while I'm on talking about next week, as I brought that up for a minute, look, don't let the media get you down. Do not let the media take this feeling away, because I've heard it on the radio, I've seen it on the TV, and you got these talking heads. And they're going to tell you, oh, well, the Eagles won against a 49ers backup team. They played well against a backup quarterback. It wasn't impressive. They're going to lose next week and they're going to lose the week after and blah, blah, blah. And the NFC sucks. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from the talking heads. Do what I just did. Get them out of your sight and your ears, because look, we've won our first game yesterday, and don't let anybody take this awesome feeling away. Yes, the 49ers are as injured as we are, if not more. They actually are more hurt than we are. But look, it doesn't, to me, the fact that the Eagles won yesterday, nobody thought that they were going to win. None of the broadcasters thought they were going to win. None of the media thought they were going to win. None of the fans really thought they were going to win. I didn't think they were going to win. They heard all that noise, and they shoved it up our rear end at the end of the game, because the Eagles are now atop the NFC East. And I know that's not saying much, but they are in first place. Football is crazy, guys. Let's get to number 11, Carson Wentz. Look, man, this guy continues to be gritty. He continues to play with heart, which is something that I just love about this dude. He's received the most criticism out of any Philadelphia player that I can remember. I mean, we've all crucified him. And he has played pretty badly, so all of that is definitely warranted. But last night, he played his best game so far. Now, look, the stats don't jump off the paper. I mean, he was 18 for 28, 193 yards with a touchdown and a nasty interception. Look, he's got to stop throwing these. Now, this guy, Carson Wentz, is the type of player that he is going to do anything he can to win. And unfortunately, instead of taking a sack or throwing the ball away, he's going to do what he did and just throw those nasty interceptions from time to time. It's got to stop. But fortunately, it didn't bite him in the butt yesterday. He had a rushing touchdown as well. And for those of us that have said that Carson Wentz does not use his feet anymore, that's what's missing from his game, I hate to break it to you, but last week's 65-yard performance was the best of his career. Last night, he had 37 yards rushing for the fourth best of his career and an 11-yard touchdown. So, look, he is running the football, and he has to, because what's around him is not that great. And let's talk about what's around him. Deontay Burnett, Greg Ward, Travis Fulgham, who we're definitely going to talk about in a minute. All practice squad wide receivers, basically. I mean, Greg Ward, I don't think it's fair to call him a practice squad guy anymore. But look, Carson doesn't have much. Zach Ertz, something is missing with Zach Ertz. He only had 9 yards on four catches yesterday. But these guys, for some reason, Carson Wentz thrives when he's in these positions. He threw a beautiful 42-yard touchdown to Travis Fulgham, a guy who nobody knew his name before today. On the practice squad from Green Bay, was drafted in the 6th round from Detroit, and made a hell of a catch yesterday. He admits that he lost sight of the ball, but Carson put it right where it needed to be. But what's impressive is he stayed in bounds and got in the end zone, something that Carson Wentz is not going to forget if Fulgham has the chance to stay on this team. Now, another positive that I want to talk about is Doug Peterson going for 2 points right after that touchdown. He wanted to show that he got his balls back, and look, I can't complain with the decision. Going for 2 there after all the bad games and with your record being what it was, a great decision by Doug Peterson and an easy conversion to Zach Ertz for the 2. Another great thing that I saw was, Carson Wentz trying to do everything he can. There was at one point he was lined up as a wide receiver while Jalen Hurts was in there, and he was battling with a corner. Just awesome to me. Just looked really cool to see him doing that, when most of the time those quarterbacks don't do anything when they're over there. Who can talk positive without talking about this defense? The defensive line, I have given them so much crap the past couple weeks because I wanted them to basically carry this team with all of the money that they're making, and they absolutely did that last night. They made a backup look like a backup. I saw 97 and 93. Hargrave and Malik Jackson were all over my TV yesterday. Gennard Avery, it blows my mind. This guy was in there for 16 snaps, had 5 QB hits, 1 sack, 1 tackle for a loss. Derek Barnett actually looked good. Josh Sweat had another sack. These guys were all over the place, making Nick Mullins make really bad decisions. And one of the things I said the Eagles had to do to win the game was create turnovers, and they absolutely did that yesterday. 3 turnovers by this defense, an interception by Rodney McLeod, where 49ers looked like they were going to score. Alex Singleton, they basically got the ball thrown right to him by Nick Mullins, would turn that into a pick 6. And then Cravon LeBlanc forced a fumble, and which was recovered by the Eagles. They forced Kyle Shanahan to bench Nick Mullins. They were absolutely awesome. And look, this team, this defense, they are better with Jalen Mills at cornerback. Absolutely, he should stay at cornerback for the rest of the year. Kayvon Wallace went up against George Kittle, was baptized last night, but held his own in there. Cravon LeBlanc needs to start. The worst part of this, you know what? Let's talk about the negatives. Because I pretty much gave you all the positives. Negatives, injuries, once again. TJ Edwards, who is playing well, he's out with a hamstring. Rudy Ford as well. They're going to miss some time. Marcus Epps sucks. I don't have to say anything else. He's not good. I don't like seeing him on my TV. Corey Clement. Look, I'm getting tired of burying this guy, but I don't know why at the end of the game in a crucial series, why he's in there. Him and Boston Scott. Boston Scott's missing something as well, but Corey Clement is just big and looks slow. He hasn't contributed anything to this football team. I'm ready for that experiment to be over and get Elijah Holyfield in just to try something different. Now, Doug Peterson says that it was just part of their play calling, that there's nothing wrong with Miles Sanders, but man, I'm done seeing Corey Clement on my TV. Speaking of running backs, Adrian Killins was waived today, and look, I can't complain with that decision. I know it was one game, but look, he's supposed to be the fastest guy on the field. We heard this all offseason, and a defensive end ran him down. He looked slow. Maybe it was the number, because 46 is a slow number, but the guy did nothing but get negative yards for us. I'm done. That's fine. He can be waived. And then the biggest dark spot on this team is Nate Gary. He is just terrible. He looks lost. He always looks confused. He can't. Every once in a while, he'll get a tackle, but he is just bad. I mean, that last play of the game, if it's not for Darius Slay, I mean, that's probably caught. Nate Gary looking right up at it in the air. It's just, this guy is just bad. Do whatever you can. I don't know if Alex Singleton now has to start. I don't know if Sean Bradley, you give him some snaps, sign somebody. I mean, Nigel Bradham was signed to the practice squad of the Broncos today. He knows the defense, but you got to do something different because these guys, Duke Riley and Nate Gary, are bad football players. Keep them on special teams. They are not good linebackers, not good for this football team, guys. And look, guys, as far as negativity goes, that's it. The Eagles win 25-20. A great game all around, I thought. Now, look, again, against backups, with backups, whatever, but the Eagles did what they had to do to win. They looked energized. Again, you saw great stuff from the defensive line. Carson Wentz looked like Carson Wentz again. You even had a wide receiver catch a long touchdown. There are things that need to be done if you have a hope in hell of beating a team like the Steelers, but we'll talk about that next week. Again, I'm not letting this positive feeling in the air go away today, guys. That's all I have for you. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Go Birds. Victory Monday. I'll see you guys later.